how to keep your profile metadata in the search control? Take a look in the simple way I use to do that and stop suffering. Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you are doing fine. Today, let's talk about how to keep the profile metadata in the repository because I know that there are many guys having troubles to do that. And that is a body matter a lot of times because we want to keep that in our repository. Meanwhile, we also have other teams configuring that directly on the environments, being those changes done by support teams or by super users. To avoid overwrite our colleagues' work, we need to retrieve that before deploying. So let's see how to retrieve that metadata, keep the things in the repository, and update the environments with that updated version. But first of all, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this knowledge. You know that will help me to continue delivering that across our community. To retrieve this metadata, I will use this package XML. That is a very useful extension. With this extension, you can select almost all the metadata existing on your the full connected organization. And the things that will be available on this extension are the same that you can see on the org browser. I will select all just to show you, but actually I don't need to retrieve all of it, because as usual I want to keep it simple to use. So I will remove many of these things before copying that into my package file. As a matter of fact, some of those are not being used in my organization at all. With the things I want, I just need to click on copy to clipboard. Move to the package that I will use the same that follows the naming convention I've shown you in the previous video on this Devops series. You can take a look there to understand a little bit more. As you know, you can retrieve using wildcard instead of the exact member name. I will change and remove things I don't want for now. I just need a few things, because the configuration that is not in the profile metadata will not be updated in the environment. I will use the System Administrator and get many things really related with that profile. And some of those stuffs like custom application, flex pages, record types, Apex classes, and many other things are configured on different ways in the environment, but behind the scenes, those are all related and configured with the profile metadata. And that is one of the reasons to keep and update it in the repository in a periodically basis. Now, let's retrieve this metadata through the terminal. Could be through the PowerShell, but I prefer Bash, always. With this command, I will bring just the things contained at the package from my organization by the alias. This command will bring all things contained in the package, besides the profile I'm interested in. But definitely, I don't need to update the other things in my repository now. I mean, the strategy is develop all the things, have those working fine in your development environment, retrieve what you need and persist that in the repository first. And just after that, with all necessary things saved, update the related profiles separately and discard the things you really don't need. I will keep the package to deploy and the profile. And could be more than just one profile. I'm showing just this one to keep it simple, but you can do that with how much profiles do you need. I'll discard all the things underneath the profile and now the things above also. So now I have the metadata file that I really need to move it between the environments. Since that was not persisted before, I don't have anything to compare. This is a new one I'm creating just to show you guys how to do that. But if I would have a previous version, I would be able to compare the differences, check the things that really would make sense, and keep those in my repository, or even discard the ones that would be not needed at all. You will have the permissions related with the classes, objects, field level security, apps, and so on. That is not so hard to do, It's just a procedure to do the things in the easiest way. Now, with the source code locally, let's commit that to the remote. Always confirming the things that should be in that commit, just to avoid pushing unnecessary things. Following the name convention I have shown you guys in the previous videos of this Devops series. If you didn't see yet, take a look there. So I will push that to start moving it between the environments. I will create a pull request, and following that strategy you saw in the previous video, I will move first to the develop branch that will validate on CI environment and deploy on CD environment. Nevertheless, here we are doing that in the same organization, but in the real world, you will define that as your needs, being on Scratch, sandboxes, developer, or production organizations. That is up to you. Let's trigger the action and see the magic happens. As a good practice, you could have some working evidences here and have other people from your team doing the approval. I have been using the same strategy in a lot of projects I have been working, and it had helped a lot. The deployment failed because I didn't have some things in the repository.
Really, nigga?
And I have removed from the environment the code I shown in the previous video of the series. Meanwhile, we were talking about destructive chains, and for sure I forget that, but the repository and the environment don't.
Oh my god!
Due to that was needed to do some tries before the success, when I put the necessary things there. And with the pull request, we just have the validation done, but successfully. Of course, the validation step is not mandatory, but is a good practice. And really deploy the things after the approval and the merge. I have configured to ask for approval in this repository, but as there is just me, I'm also configured to merge without needing a real approver. And just to not have the repository with different versions, let's do the same to the other branches that would deploy to other environments. For sure, in our example, we are deploying against the same environment. But in the real world, through pull requests, you are able to deploy to other environments like CI, CD, QA, UAT, and everywhere else, where other teams like QA or final users would do the testings and the approvals. And with our main branch being related with production environment, that would be the last one to validate, merge, and deploy. That's all, guys. Hope you all have enjoyed that. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this knowledge, and comment what you have liked or not in this video. I had all comments. And as usual, love you all, see you later, and bye bye.